What's much difficult to deal with in reaching out your constituents, or
what's the hardest part about reaching out? I guess just because it's a more affluent community. Most of the people are living in subdivisions, so gated communities. So
there's nothing for you to do now.
it's not naman that. We have naman a lot of programs here. Pero with regard to your question, it's harder to reach them just because they live very privately. Okay, so sometimes it's hard to get them out to go out to the programs to pinili, but at the same time, most of the people who actually go are their maids and their drivers. So we make programs for them as well. Like I made a sports league simply just for security guards and drivers and household.
How participative yung mga youth na yan, na private, very private?
When it comes to youth, they're participative. When it comes to youth, just because it's more of the older ones, the parents, kasi syempre, they have their own businesses, they have their own, things that they do every day, very busy.
Nakita namin yung tracks nung career mo from SK to barangay chairman. Are you planning to talagang plan mo yan to enter and then to push through it hanggang president? Parang ganyan yung plan.
We'll see. As far as I know, as long as I enjoy it, I will do it. And right now, I'm enjoying what I do, so I wanna push for it. When I started to run for SK, the reason was simply because I wanted to create a sports league. That's it. Nothing. When I ran for SK and I won, we tried doing it. And I enjoyed being active in the barangay. So sabi ko, even at 18 years old, which no one does, I ran as barangay kagawad. I just wanted to try it. Like what I'm doing now. I enjoyed it, so I continued it. And because I continued it, siguro because of my everyday house to house, I won naman number 1. So when I'm in my first term, I continued the programs, I added more programs. I still enjoyed it. And until now, it's my 3rd and last term. So, still doing it, going up for a higher position.
Chuckie, in the last election, 6 of the councilors who are actually from the city, all came from
Nag-research.
Yes.
2 are from LP, 2 are from Nationalista, and 2 are from another party, PRP.
Okay. I didn't know.
Those are people that are backed by political parties. When you ran independently, aren't you afraid of actually not getting enough support because you are not
In a party.
Yes.
in a party system?
The straight answer to that is no. If you're talking about being afraid, that's not something I felt. Like I said earlier, I want to push for it because I want to do it. If I lose, it's not for me. But as to my capacity, as much as I can do with regards to this campaign, if it's kung usapan lang ng pasipagan, hindi tayo matatalo dyan kasi I will push for it as much as I can talaga. If at the end of it, it's not enough, I don't get enough support, it's okay. I mean, I tried my best. But as far as when it comes to my capacity, my resources, and the help I'm getting, I will push for as much as I can.
So, in relation to hi, by the way, I'm Jay. In relation to John's question, so is it something that you don't believe in the political system, in the party system?
It's not that I don't believe. It's just by chance this is what happened. Like you said, I'm a nobody, pretty much. Everyone who's running comes from a political family, families who've been there in Quezon City politics for the longest time. So why would the party take someone unknown over someone who's mas kilala? Diba? So that's the point. It just happens that this is the situation, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's not that I don't believe in it. I didn't run independent just because I wanted to say no to everyone else. It's not that. It's just that no one would take someone who's this young, running from nowhere. So yeah, but I wanted to do it, so I ran independent.
you've proven your track record, and I'm sure after they've seen your performance, meron
Hopefully.
naligaw for you to be part of the party. Sino to mga parties?
Wala pa lang, well, because you have to understand, I got back from Singapore in August of 2018. I took my international master's degree there, and I finished in August. As soon as I got back, the parties were already filled. So there were no other parties for me to go. But it's something that I've been planning to do since like 2016, 2017, wherein I really decided na I want to continue. So, di ako papayag. I ran independent.
With or without the party?
Yeah, with or without the party. I mean, it's something I want to do. So.
Sorry, for District 3, no?
Yes.
How many? No, I mean,
Councilors are running.
we're running for
17.
but only 6.
6, yes.
Positive chances for you.
I would say.
How supportive your family?
Very supportive. Grabe.
Kahit walang from your family na
Yeah, very supportive.
Hindi ka ba nila ini-stop na pumunta sa higher position?
No, pero at first it was, so when I got back noong August from Singapore na, my parents and I talked about it, and they told me the same thing na parang wala ka ng party pupuntahan kasi they're full. But if you want to do it, we'll support you. Pero yung request namin, umikot ka muna, see what the reception is. Visit the barangays, see what it's like. First of all, do you even really like it? Second of all, will people receive you positively? And I did. The very first barangay I went to was this woman's barangay, Barangay Bagong Dayan. And it was a good experience. So I did it again the next day. And it was a good experience again. And I kept doing it every day. Until now. And now we have a following. We just finished our Unity Walk last Sunday where we had about 2,000 people maybe. And I would say if I keep going this way, we might actually pull it off.
About the Unity Walk that you mentioned,
Yes.
how do you feel that thousands of people supported you then?
I almost cried. Really. Because when I started my visitation, barangay visitation before, no one knew me. So I went to say hi to someone and they would, in-inchupure lang ako. But at the same time, I took that as a challenge. So I just kept doing it, kept my smile on, kept shaking hands, kept making best of everyone. And right now, it's a different story now. So, like you said.
What do you think yung edge mo dun sa other candidate? Kung bakit iboboto ka nila? Of course, you're an independent.
Well, I can share with you what people tell me. I don't want to assume anything, no? Pero I can only tell you what people tell me, which is I show them a sense of sincerity when it comes to serving them, wanting to serve them. A sense of sincerity, hindi daw mabigat, very light ang dating ko sa kanila. And the willingness, the aggression, siguro just because they see me all the time, nagsasawa na ata sila sa mukha ko. Every time I see them, they're like, nandito ka na naman. So, di ba, parang yung dating sa kanila, he must really want it. So siguro that's the vibe that I give them, I would say. Yeah.
Chuckie, do you also read comments on your social media
I do.
accounts?
I handle my own my own Facebook page. Well, not anymore. Just recently, 2 days ago.
So you
I
need
got
a social media manager role.
So yeah.
So,
I read comments, yes. So far, siguro in the span of 7 months, I've only read like 3 hurtful comments. And well, I expected it naman.
What were these comments?
Something along the lines of sa simula lang mabait yan.
Hindi hurtful. Social
You still
media.
Sorry.
You still get affected by it.
The very first one, I was affected just because I guess I got used to all the positive comments. And I forgot that, I'm in politics.
So how did you take that?
I got affected for like 10 minutes. Tapos, okay na. Dinlead ko na.
What made you go back to the track?
I don't know. I guess I just had to. I do yoga rin kasi. Before my campaign, I do yoga. My yoga starts at 6. And I try to keep myself centered. So that's one of the things that keeps me grounded. I don't know if you guys have tried. So after you do it,
Cake try
Yoga?
you just feel calm. You feel centered. So it's called. So that's one of the things that keeps me grounded. Of course, also regular prayers. My family support system. They help a lot. My team, very grateful for my team. It was a lot of challenges building the teams that I have now. I'm very happy with them.
Alam natin, Chuck, na medyo madumi yung politika. Ikaw personally, paano mo lilinisin yung politika if you're still ganyan ka sa position na yan?
I don't think cleaning the system is a job that one person can do. But definitely, it has to start with someone. And to my own capacity, if given the chance, I'm able to serve the city hall. The only thing I can really promise is to keep myself clean. That's how I started. And if I'm able to keep myself clean, and I'm able to show other people that it's possible to do that and survive in the game of politics, I think a lot more people will. I think it will gain traction, and a lot more people will come. So yeah, start with myself. That's the best thing.
Ilan sa mga kalaban mo ba, may mga experiences ka na nainggit, or parang may threat, or parang may bash na na-feel ka kayo? Kasi baka sobrang bait mo, di ba?
Well, I can only answer based on the things I hear.
Yes.
Of course, I don't know if they're true. Pero, of course, it goes without saying, it's elections. I mean, simula pa lang, there was already one candidate that told me, oh, kaibigan tayo, pero alam mo naman election. I mean, the fact na may ganun, diba? I should expect it. Pero, if it's something, say if pikunin ka sa politics, talo ka agad. So you just always have to keep a smile on your face and let it pass. Kasi by May 13, by May 14, wala na yan eh. Diba? So it's just about how many weeks of hell that you have to survive.
So how helpful is social
Sorry?
How helpful?
I think it's